Hello, Maximo. How are you? Maximo, can you hear me?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for being here on time. Are you at home, Maximo? Are you at home?
Yes, teacher. I am in
Excellent,
home.
excellent.
At
Okay.
home.
So you finished working, you had a good day?
My work was very hard
Okay. Tell me,
today.
what do you do, Maximo?
I am a electronic engineer.
Mm-hmm.
In my job, I have mm, I do a project. I do
Okay.
project.
What kind of projects, Maximo?
Mm, I develop develop line process.
Mm-hmm.
I fix machine in the food area.
Okay.
I develop all things.
Everything electronic.
Everything electronic in my job.
Okay. But especially food machines.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Good. And how long have you had that job, Maximo?
Excuse me.
How long have you had the job?
Mm, 20, 24 years.
Wow, it's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very long time. Wow, I'm glad. Congratulations. And with the same company.
Yes.
Okay.
In the same company.
Okay.
Servicios de alimentos.
Okay. Wow. How did you get started?
I get start at I get to start at 7 a.m.
Okay. At 7, okay. And
7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
okay, great. Okay, good. Guadalupe, good evening. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? Guadalupe? Okay. Are you having some problems, Guadalupe? Yeah. Do you have problems with the microphone, Guadalupe? Okay, okay. I see. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Maximo, I see she's having a little bit of issues. Let's go ahead and get ourselves started. Is this the first time that you are taking classes with us? Maximo, is this the first time you take classes?
No, teacher. I start since the first course.
Oh, okay. Okay. Great. So you started with basic one.
Basic one is correct.
Okay. Good. Mhm. Okay. And Julissa, good evening. How are you? Julissa?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Julissa, we can hear you. Yes, Julissa, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, Guadalupe. Guadalupe, go ahead. Activate your microphone. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's working. No problem. We can hear you, Guadalupe.
Yes.
All right. I think Julissa is having a little bit of problems as well as Anna, but Guadalupe, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, good night. My name is Alexandra. Well, my name is Guadalupe, but I like my friends call me Alexandra.
Mhm.
I'm 24 years old. I'm
How old
specialist
are you, Alexandra?
24,
Okay. Mhm.
and I'm a specialist in public relations.
Okay. Public relations for the government.
No, public relations and communications. This is my career.
Okay. And for what company do you work with?
I work in ONG,
Okay. And which one?
uh, Good Neighbors.
Good
Yes, I
neighbors. Okay. Great. Okay. And how long have you worked for them?
Around 1 year
Do you
ago.
like it?
Yes, I love my work.
Okay. What is the focus of Good Neighbors?
Well, we are specialists in help child, especially in Tacuba and Aguachapán.
Okay. Great. Okay. Well, I see we have a couple of people. We have Maximo, Julissa, Anna, Danielle. I think Julissa had a little bit of problems. We're just gonna get started with Anna and Danielle, and then we're gonna start the class. Anna, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, teacher. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, teacher, my name is Anna. Maybe the last course I received class with you. I remember. I work from Telus International.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I work in a department. His name Labor Relation is the department. My My I is a department from human resources.
Yes, I recall. You are the lawyer, correct, Anna?
No,
No.
I am a study for psychology.
Ah, for psychology. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing and thank you for coming back. All right. Daniel, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, good night. Yes, I'm 27 years old and actually work in Vitrinea, like in data scientist and marketing, advertising. And that is my first course in English in uh, English Academy
Okay, great, Daniel. And where do you work, Daniel?
in Vitrinea.
Vitrinea. Okay. Yes, I know Vitrinea. Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
cool.
They're the ones that make all the special things with the classes.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Edwin, and I'm going to be your instructor during this course. This course lasts 16 days. This means a total of 4 weeks. We will begin today. We will have class only this week. We will have class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, we will have class Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Normally, we have classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This will begin next week. This week is the exception that we have class on Friday because we are beginning 1 day later for everybody to register. That is why we're going to start classes today and have class Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. Okay, so if this is your first case, the first time that you are with Inglés Corporativo or the first time you are taking the classes online, I'm going to give you a little bit of information to make it easier for you. Okay, so we have many different areas. This is pre-advanced module 3. And in this, we have 5 sections. They're going to be section 1, 2, and 3 with 2 exams. We have 1 exam after section 3, and then we have 1 exam after section 5. These exams are broken up in the following way. Section 1, 2, and 3, we're going to complete in the first 2 weeks of classes, this week and next week. In the first 2 weeks, we're going to complete the 3 sections. Then in the next 2 weeks or the following 2 weeks, we will complete sections 4, 5, and then the final exam, okay? What do you need? You need to have a score of 80 or more. This is 80% or more in your activities in order to get a passing grade and get a diploma. You can check if your grades are good by going to Progreso. In Progreso, you will have the opportunity to see all of your grades for each section. For section 1, 2, 3, as well as for the midterms, section 4, 5, and section for the final. There are 2 different ways to look at it. You can look at the grades individually, and also you will be able to see a little chart. Your grades have to be above the line for you to have a total points for you to graduate and pass the course. Before we continue, do you have any questions about the grades or how long the course is or when do we finish? Okay. No questions, everybody's okay?
It's okay.
Okay, great. Okay,
It's
so
okay.
perfect. Okay, wonderful. The course always is 1 hour. Our class starts at 8, finishes at 9. Almost always you can connect a few minutes early. I always connect a few minutes early, just in case there's always some kind of technical problem. That way we have time to fix it, okay? In this moment, before we begin our classes and introduction, I'm going to show a little video from INSAFORP for you. That way everybody has an idea of what is INSAFORP and how it works. Okay.
El INSAFORP ha trabajado con un alto nivel de profesionalismo, pensando siempre en incrementar las posibilidades de crecimiento para la gente de nuestro país. Nos hemos dedicado a que a través de la formación se generen oportunidades para los salvadoreños y así cada vez más, en un mundo más competitivo y globalizado, siempre existan en nuestro país posibilidades de superación para todos. Miles de hombres y mujeres han logrado desarrollarse profesionalmente y han ampliado sus conocimientos y posibilidades laborales a través de los diferentes programas de formación que son parte del sistema de formación profesional, el cual ofrece programas de formación para todos los niveles de recurso humano dentro de una empresa. Se ha incrementado productividad de muchas industrias y cientos de empresas a través de la capacitación y formación de cientos de miles de salvadoreños con programas como Área Técnica, ofreciendo cursos técnicos para mejorar el desempeño operativo y tecnológico de los trabajadores. Competencias gerenciales, con temas de capacitación para complementar y actualizar conocimientos para áreas de gerencia. Inglés para el trabajo, contenidos estandarizados del inglés para hacer a los trabajadores más eficientes y productivos en el desempeño de sus funciones, mejora de competitividad de las MIPES, amplios temas de capacitación específicos para micro y pequeños empresarios, cursos cerrados y abiertos, tratando temas de capacitación para trabajadores de las empresas cotizantes de INSAFORP. INSAFORP Online. Cursos online con el horario y ubicación que más convenga al usuario para la constante capacitación en múltiples temas y profesiones. Trabajando con el compromiso claro de ayudar al desarrollo del país y con un equipo profesional entregado a buscar oportunidades para nuestra gente, es que INSAFORP ha logrado tener un modelo de gobernanza y gestión ejemplar que tiene como base el diálogo permanente entre el sector empleador, laboral y el gobierno, formando a los trabajadores, capacitando a la gente de nuestro país. Es que transformamos la vida de las familias salvadoreñas, porque en INSAFORP trabajamos todos los días sabiendo que, a través del conocimiento, es que estamos formando un mejor El Salvador.
Con el objetivo de formar en igualdad, el Instituto Salvadoreño de Formación Profesional INSAFORP presentó en el año 2017 la Guía para la Prevención y Erradicación de la Discriminación contra las Mujeres en los centros de formación fijos donde se desarrollan programas permanentes de formación profesional del INSAFORP, cuya elaboración contó con el apoyo de la Organización Internacional del Trabajo, OIT, y su objetivo a largo plazo es contribuir a mejorar las condiciones y oportunidades de acceso y permanencia de las mujeres en los procesos de formación profesional sin discriminación de ningún tipo.
La guía pretende poner a disposición de INSAFORP y de sus centros colaboradores un instrumento que les permita identificar, conocer, prevenir, atender y erradicar progresivamente cualquier discriminación por razones de género contra las mujeres.
Posteriormente, el INSAFORP desarrolló un plan piloto de implementación de la guía en 3 centros de formación fijos, y es así como surgen 4 instrumentos fundamentales para la aplicabilidad de la guía, siendo estos: manual de convivencia, protocolo de atención en casos de bullying y acoso sexual, lineamientos para la comunicación de los programas de formación con lenguaje inclusivo no sexista y la guía metodológica para la prevención y erradicación de la discriminación contra las mujeres. Dichos documentos fueron elaborados con el enfoque de derechos humanos y de género, estableciendo medidas que garanticen relaciones de respeto, igualdad y equidad entre todas las personas que forman parte y conviven en los centros de formación profesional. De esta forma, el INSAFORP asume la igualdad de género como un principio transversal de trabajo, entregando a los centros de formación estas 4 herramientas que complementan la guía para la prevención y erradicación de la discriminación contra las mujeres, a fin de que sean puestas en práctica en beneficio de las usuarias de la formación profesional. INSAFORP, formando en igualdad.
Okay, great. Okay, any questions?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. Well, then before we begin, I'm going to introduce myself and I tell you a little bit about my background so we are clear. My name is Edwin and I have been working for Ingles Corporativo for about 4 years now. I have been teaching for more than 20 years. I started teaching in 2001 and I have several different degrees. I have a degree in business administration, as well as several different diplomas as far as learning, teaching English as a second language. Also, I have worked with many different companies and many different schools from different academies, from Academia Británica to Escuela Americana to other schools as well. Also, I have worked with NGOs, private entities, USAID, and other international organizations as well as an interpreter and translator. Besides that, I am also married. I have been married for more than 20 years, as well as I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren. So I am already a grandfather with 2 different children. So before we begin, do you have any questions or anything that wasn't clear or anything you would like to ask me?
No, not for now, but it's a good career in history called Do You Have to English, and I am emotionate. I am excited for learning with you.
Okay, thank you so much, Daniel. Great. If no one has any questions, we're going to get started. The first thing is I'd like you to take a look at the chat that we have here on the platform. I listened to many of you introducing yourselves, and immediately I identified a couple of mistakes. Many of you are speaking English and Spanish. You are saying good night. Good night. Good night is not hello in English. Good night is goodbye. So when you finish the class at 9 o'clock, is correct goodbye or good night. When we begin the class at 8 o'clock, is correct hello or good evening. Is that okay?
Okay.
It's okay.
Excellent. Okay, so a couple of things. One, if you come to class, but you cannot participate because you have internet problems, you have microphone problems, you are at your job, you are driving, whatever, no problem. Only change your name. And at the beginning of your name, put oyente. So, for example, if Daniel is at work, teacher, today I can't participate. No problem. Only is going to be oyente Daniel Martinez. And then we know that Daniel is not going to be participating in speaking, only in listening for the day. It's okay what to do when you can't participate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, that means that if you don't have oyente, you are expected to participate. The number one thing is for you to participate and practice your speaking. So what are we going to do? Today, we're going to take a look at our section 1, but we're going to have a homework. What is going to be the homework for tomorrow? Tomorrow, you're going to present yourself your biography, your professional biography. Like my example, where do you work? What is your experience? How long have you done that? Tell me about your education. It's important because always when you meet new people, usually you're going to meet new professionals in English. You're not going to go to Super Selectos and be like, uy, ahí hay un gringo, voy a hablar con él. No, you're going to probably have a job interview, a visa application, go to the embassy, or you're going to meet someone at work or part of a phone call. So you need to be able to explain yourself professionally. So the first thing we're going to do is tomorrow, we're going to have everybody introduce themselves professionally. Is that okay? Any questions? Okay, good. How long should be your introduction? It doesn't matter. It should include all of the basic information about your professional life, your degree, your profession, your job, your responsibilities. What do you do? Years of experience, these types of things. All right, so if there are no questions, let's get started. Here we are in pre-advanced module 3. Section 1, let's take a look at our first video for today. This is going to help us to get even better, okay? So let me move this up. Okay, let's take a look. Here can, Anna, can you please read the objective?
Okay. In this class, participants will listen to a conversation where type clauses are used in context.
Okay, great. So we're gonna hear that. First, we're gonna start off by a small video for the introduction, and then we're gonna discuss it. Pay attention to the video, and then explain the video in your own words. So watch the video, take notes, and then explain in your own words the story.
We're about to begin a new course. We want you to keep on learning. So stay and watch the first intro video we have for you.
Hey guys, you're not going to believe this. I just heard a story about this campground.
What do you mean? What about it?
I was just at the bathhouse. I had taken a shower and was brushing my teeth when this woman came in with her daughter. She was telling her the story, so I listened in.
What's so interesting about this old campground?
It isn't scary, is it? 'Cause scary stories freak me out.
Don't be such a chicken, Molly. Come on, Ellen, tell us the story.
Well, this all took place many years ago. Before it was turned into a campground, this land had been a farm. It was owned by a young couple named Theodore and Dolly McShane. Mr. McShane had inherited the land from a relative.
So, what's so scary about that? I thought this was supposed to be a spooky story.
I'm getting to that, just wait. The McShanes were wonderful people. Friendly, sociable, everybody loved them. And they really, really loved each other. Everybody could see it. When they were walking down the street together, they always held hands. When he was working in the fields, he always picked her wildflowers and brought them home to her in the evening.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh no, then something bad happened, right?
Yes. One day.
Okay, let's take a look. Right now, we are already getting halfway there. So tell me, what is happening at this moment? Where are they and what are they talking about?
Can you repeat one more time the video?
Okay, no problem, Daniel. I will repeat one more time.
We're about to begin a new course. We want you to keep on learning. So stay and watch the first intro video we have for you.
Hey guys, you're not going to believe this. I just heard a story about this campground.
What do you mean? What about it?
I was just at the bathhouse. I had taken a shower and was brushing my teeth when this woman came in with her daughter. She was telling her the story, so I listened in.
What's so interesting about this old campground?
It isn't scary, is it? 'Cause scary stories freak me out.
Don't be such a chicken, Molly. Come on, Ellen, tell us the story.
Well, this all took place many years ago. Before it was turned into a campground, this land had been a farm. It was owned by a young couple named Theodore and Dolly McShane. Mr. McShane had inherited the land from a relative.
So, what's so scary about that? I thought this was supposed to be a spooky story.
I'm getting to that, just wait. The McShanes were wonderful people. Friendly, sociable, everybody loved them. And they really, really loved each other. Everybody could see it. When they were walking down the street together, they always held hands. When he was working in the fields, he always picked her wildflowers and brought them home to her in the evening.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh no, then something bad happened, right?
Yes. One day.
Okay. So tell me, what has happened in the video? Where are they? What are they talking about?
The girl comes with a one story that he listened when he going to the house, I think. Later to take a shower, to brush like the teeth and others. And she comes with one story about one farmer, and they start to explain a whole story about to the people in the farm, but the friends questions her what is the scary on that story, but I don't finish to understand what is the scary story.
Okay, Daniel, very good. Very good, your understanding, Daniel. I'm glad you're able to express yourself. Your sentence were not correct. You did not have one correct sentence, but it's okay because it's for grammar. Daniel, you have to be careful with your past tense. Remember, always you need to use your past tense when you explain a story, okay?
Okay.
Very good, Daniel. Daniel, select one person from the group.
Alexandra.
Alexandra. Alexandra, is Daniel correct in his explanation? Is there anything else that he needs to include or he forgot?
Yes, Daniel tell us he listened, and I think he wants to say she listened the story.
Mhm. Okay, very good. Also, another couple other things, just a little mistake. He has the idea, but forgot that it's a woman, not a man. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, what is the objective? The objective is what happened? What is the scary thing? What is the bad thing that happened with the couple? Okay, Julissa, what is the objective? What do we need to listen for?
I listen that, okay, I don't understand too what is the scary thing because she tell at your friends that they are a couple, very sociable, kind, friendly, and everyone's love them. Loves them.
Okay, good. So, Julissa,
So
your objective.
I don't
Good, Julissa. No, no. So your objective in this moment is to listen what happened. What is the scary thing? Okay? Morena, what are we going to do in this moment?
Okay. Right now we are going to listen what about the scary story about it because they are very surprising. Because the girl came to the group, the couple of another girl, no mention any scare. Always she spoke about something good family. But now we are going to listen the real scary story.
Exactly. Now we're going to listen to the real scary story. Good. Listen and then explain.
As Theodore was coming home from town, he saw smoke in the distance. It had been a very hot, dry summer, so fires were a real danger.
And was there a fire at the farm?
Yes. And as he was hurrying down the road, the smoke was getting thicker and thicker, blacker and blacker. All he could think about was his wife. But by the time he got home, the house was completely in flames. He screamed Dolly's name over and over, but she didn't answer.
She was in the house?
She died in the fire?
Yes. It was a terrible tragedy.
What happened then?
Well, the poor man went crazy. He refused to believe that Dolly had died. For months, he searched for her. He walked all day and night through the countryside and through the town, searching. And in his hands, he always carried a bouquet of wild flowers for his poor, dead bride.
So, how did it turn out? What finally happened to him?
That's the spooky part. It's a mystery. People saw him less and less. And then Theodore McShane just disappeared. No one ever saw him again. But the people who live here say he still walks the forest at night looking for his lost bride.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you, ladies. I was making my rounds and wanted to see if everything is all right.
Yes, a park ranger, of course. Yes, everything's fine. Ellen was telling us a spooky story when you came by.
Campfire stories, huh? That's always fun. Well, okay then, I'll let you get back to it.
Thanks for checking on us, and sorry about the screams.
Oh, that's okay. I'm used to it. Hey, in the morning you ladies should take a look down that path. There's a field full of wildflowers in there in bloom right now. Very pretty.
Oh, that's good to know. We'll do that, thanks.
Here's some for you to enjoy. In case you need anything, I'll be at the ranger station.
Thanks again. Oh, what's your name?
I'm Ted. Theodore, really. But my friends call me Ted. Ted McShane. You have a good night.
Okay. Very good. So now we're going to make our groups, and with your groups, you're going to explain what you understood. Why are they scared? Why is it a scary story? What happened in the story? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. We have 3 minutes to explain with your groups.
So how were you like when you were young to college?
I know what you mean.
Okay, welcome back. Tell me, what did you and your partner discuss? What is the scary part of the story? What happened? Why were they scared?
With our group, we are concrete to in the story count about one guy to walk around to the farmers' fighters, and the scary story is because the forest ranger was walk like to the story.
Okay, okay, good. Let's take a look. Morena, what else would you like to explain? Can you explain it a little bit better?
Yes, we got with our team about that story was very scary because the guys understand about they related the story with the forest keeper because the forest keeper got in his hand a bunch of flowers. That is the same with the man with a scary story, and that's why they felt very scary in that moment, and they felt they related the tragedy with the story with that man.
Okay, very good. Very good. Pretty good, guys. Now, one thing maybe you didn't hear was that the man's name is the same that the man's name in the story. That's why they were a little bit more scared, because they say the man's name that died was Ted or Theodore,
Okay, yes.
right? And then the man was Theodore also. Very good job. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, please. Julissa, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I have that, that sense he tell him it's the same thing that the or looking her same scare.
I am sorry, Julissa. I think your internet is very bad. I did not listen. I don't know if it's me or if it's your internet, but I did not hear anything. Maximo, did you listen to Julissa?
Yeah.
I think it's the microphone. Maybe you have connect some audífonos.
Headphones.
Headphones, headphones.
Maximo, we don't listen to you either. No, no se te escucha nada, Máximo.
Look the configurations in your Zoom.
I see your mouth moving, Máximo, but no sound.
And now?
Yes. Now, yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Good. Sometimes it's one button or something we forget and we don't have it. Good. Don't worry, Julissa. We try to fix it, and I'm glad that you are trying to participate. All right. Now it's time for our second video. Now we understand a little bit better. We are going to get the same idea for a different topic. Watch the video and then explain the video with your own words.
So how were you like when you were younger? Listen to the conversation and find out what made Carol and Alan change.
I was really immature. Part A. Listen and practice.
So what were you like when you were younger?
When I was a kid, I was kind of irresponsible.
You? Really? What made you change?
Graduating from high school.
What do you mean?
Well, until I graduated, I'd never had any important responsibilities. But then I went off to college.
I know what you mean. I was really immature when I was a teenager.
So what made you change?
I think I became more mature after I got my first job and moved away from home. Once I had a job, I became totally independent.
Where did you work?
I worked for my dad at the bank.
Okay, so let's take a look. What is the ideas right now? What are they talking about?
They have a conversation to what were you like when they are younger.
Okay, okay. And how was Alan like? What was Alan like when he was younger?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. What was Alan like when he was younger?
Immature.
Good. Pronunciation, immature.
Immature.
Good. So he was immature. Very good. What about Carol? How was Carol?
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible. Very nice. Good. Now let's continue listening and see what else they tell us.
Another turning point for me was when I got my dog, Pepper.
Okay. So now, what are we listening for? Turning points. What is this word, turning point? Turning points are things that change their life. So what changed Alan's life and what changed Carol's life? What made them change? This is called turning point. Okay.
Another turning point for me was when I got my dog, Pepper. I know that sounds silly, but it was really important to me.
Why was that so important?
Well, I was about 11. I remember that having a dog, you know, he was mine, made me feel really responsible in a funny kind of way. He would follow me everywhere and was always waiting for me when I came home from school.
Actually, that sounds kind of nice. I never got to have a dog, but I remember when I got my first bicycle. That was a very important day for me. For the first time, I could go out on my own and go as far as I wanted to. I used to polish the bicycle every day and take really good care of it. Of course, that only lasted a few months, and then I lost interest in it.
So, what was another turning point for Carol and Alan?
Okay. So let's see. What were the turning points for Karen and Alan?
For Carol, I think the turning point is the dog when she's 19 years old.
Okay.
9 years old.
Let's start again. Turning point for Carol was no when she had 19 years old. When she was.
When she has.
No, this is not has. When she was.
When she was
19 years old.
19 years old.
Okay, continue, Daniel.
And Alan is for a bicycle.
No is, was.
For Alan was
a bicycle.
For a bicycle.
Good. Remember, past tense, not in the present. This happened in the past, Daniel.
Okay.
Good. Morena.
Yes.
Good. Morena, why for Carol is important the dog? Why was the dog important for Carol?
Because she felt different, because she felt responsibility. Responsibility with her dog, because the dog, when she came to the school, I think, or the work, I don't know, I don't remember.
Okay.
But the dog was waiting for her, right? And the dog needs some basic necessity for the dog, and she felt that kind of responsibility because she made a food for the dog.
Okay.
This is one turning point for the girl. And the boys because the bicycle.
Okay.
He described
Julissa,
about.
don't worry. Very good, Morena. Very good. Julissa,
Thank you.
for the boy, why was the bicycle important, Julissa? Okay, I think Julissa still has problems with the microphone. Yes, yes, go ahead, Julissa, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Julissa, I'm sorry. It's still bad with the microphone. Anna, why was the bicycle important for Alan?
Maybe Alan likes the bicycle because when it was a child, maybe they didn't get a bicycle. I
No,
remember.
no, Anna, not correct. Eh, okay, what about Maximo? Why was the bicycle important for Alan, Maximo?
Teacher, sorry. I don't remember.
Okay, all right. So remember, guys, the bicycle was important because he didn't have freedom. And with the bicycle, he had freedom and he can go anywhere. That's why it was very important because before the bicycle, only in the house. And with the bicycle, he could go out and go to different places. Okay, that's why it was important for Alan. Now we have an idea of what is turning point. In this moment, we're going to practice with our partners different turning points in your life. What were turning points or things that impacted your life? Things that changed your life? As an example, a turning point in my life was when I became a father. I was never responsible until I had my son. When I realized I was going to be a father, I had to get a job and do more work, and that changed my life. Another turning point for me was when I decided to become a teacher. I didn't know I liked teaching. I never thought about becoming a teacher all my life until one time I went to volunteer to help my friend teach mathematics. And now the same with your partner. What was the turning point? Why the turning point was important, and how did it affect your life? So 3 questions. What was your turning point? Okay. Why was that important? And how did it affect your life? It's clear?
Yes.
Any
Yes.
questions? How do you say, or any vocabulary that you need?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's go with our partners and explain your turning points.
Tell me your turning point, please, Daniel.
Yes, when I have 27 years old, I was going to military school, and because before of that, I am very, very, I don't know how to say the word. I am very.
Say in Spanish.
I'm very excited for learn airplane. So I started the university in that, but I was finished only
In a future.
Yes.
Yes, and I imagine the impact in your life.
Yes,
Have it's a boy or it's a girl?
it's a boy. And when I was pregnant, I didn't know. Esperaba, no lo esperaba. It was a surprise for me. Yes. I I was pregnant maybe 22 years old.
Okay.
Yes, very younger.
Okay.
And what was your turning point?
My turning point was when I left my house and bought my house
Okay.
because I took responsibility, more responsibility in my family.
It happened when you got married, no? Or
I
single?
I am married, yes, but I don't have children.
Oh, okay, okay.
I live with my life with my wife and my mom.
She lives with.
When you have a child, how you feel? You feel scary in your first child or no?
Yes, I was telling you that I was very dreamer. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, dreamer. Yes, I always dream with I would like to be a professional. I would like to be I would like to have this, I would like to have that. But my turning point was when I finished my career and when I have my baby, my husband. And now it's different because I'm very serious.
Sure.
When I was younger, no, I was very friendly. I was different, but now, for a
Sorry.
You are working for a long time.
Yes.
Since 18 years old, really?
Yes.
Okay, it's nice. But it's better with the degree, really?
Yes, I think the degree open.
Yes.
Okay, great. So now I listen to some of your turning points. For you, tell me about your partner. What was an important turning point for your partner?
Me. In my case, my partner was Anna, and she told me that her main point in her life was the born of her boy. She has a boy, and this changed all her life.
Good, Alexandra. Only the pronunciation and the vocabulary you can check in the chat is birth. The birth of her boy. Very good.
The birth of her boy.
Excellent. All right, Alex, select the next person.
Daniel.
Okay, Daniel, tell us about your partner.
Well, my partner was Morena, and she told me about she was finished her career. That is her turning point, and when she finished that career, her career, she have a family with he have a boy or a child, and he have a husband, and she started to engage.
Sorry, Daniel. Who has a husband? The
Morena.
Okay, so she has a husband.
He has a husband.
Okay, okay, and what else?
And have a boy, a child.
Okay, good. And she has a child.
She has a child, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Daniel. All right, excellent. Okay, good job, guys. That is the first class that we have. As you can see, the objective in the class is the interaction. The idea is for you not to be scared, not to be, ay, me voy a equivocar, voy a tener error. It's normal. Mistakes are okay. With mistakes, we learn. The important is to make the mistakes and correct them. The more we correct, the less mistakes we have. That is the important part for us to practice. Okay? So,
okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on our first class. Thank you for being on time, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Have a nice
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.